What's going on, guys? William James here. And some of the crazy shit that people have been saying to me recently, I wanted to come on and do a video because honestly, guys, I don't get it with some of the people that I've been talking with recently. I've been doing this affiliate marketing thing for 10 years, right? And in that space of time, I've talked to thousands of people. And, I promoted all these offers. And, once you talk to this many people, the sorts of ridiculous nonsense that you observe getting in the way of people making a change in their life, it becomes very clear, the ways in which we sabotage ourselves, and the ways that the brain will trick you into being into failing. And sometimes, like, I look at this and I see the stuff that people worry about and the people say, and I just can't believe that these people are sane. But it happens all the time. So, like, what am I talking about? Well, like, right now, for instance, we're playing this game, this affiliate game, right? We have this new offer, and it pays $110 per month recurring commissions. And the way that the pay plan is set up, with just four people, it's a four get four strategy. So if you just get four people and everybody else who joins just gets four people, within 10 weeks, you're making $184,000 a month, right? So it's an insanely powerful compensation plan for anyone who's willing to do anything, right? To get four people. And so here's the crazy stuff. Like, I've been promoting this and people ask me questions, right? And like, one of the things that people are concerned about is like, well, is this something I can do? Right? Like, I'm nervous because this some people don't want to, they message me and they're like, nah, I don't want to pay anything that's like a monthly charge. I don't want to be charged for something every month. They only want to do things that they have to buy one time. And I'm like, I don't understand this, because I'm like, do you not see that, like, you're going to be making residual commissions off of everybody you bring in? So what does it matter to you whether you're paying every month? Like, the only reason that would matter to you is if you've already decided that you're going to do nothing, you're going to make no sales, you're not going to bring in any people, and you're going to fail. In which case, why are you in business if that's the decision you've made? If you don't believe that you can go out and contact people and find four people, or even just two people, to the point where you break even and you don't have to pay for your monthly subscription out of pocket anymore, like, do you really not believe that you can find two other people who get this? Guys, I got two people my first day of promoting this. Just on Facebook, I messaged about a dozen people that I knew, asked them if they'd like to take a look, and I got two people signed up. It's like, how, the idea that, like, there's something hard about this and that you can't do it is absurd, right? I mean, here's another thing that people say, like, how am I going to find people who want to do it? Like, what? Are you serious? Do you have any idea? Like, there's 7 billion people in the world right now. The economy is severely damaged because of the pandemic. There are millions and millions and millions of people who want to make more money. Like, are you telling me you cannot find a handful of people that would watch a video about how they can make more money? That's ridiculous. Like, I mean, like, what are you people thinking? There's nothing hard about this. So, like, what other plan do you have, right? I mean, this is one of those other things. It's like people are going to work every day, right? They're getting up at 6 in the morning. They're tired all the time. They have to catch the bus, or they have to drive into work, fight traffic, get there, do a job that they hate with a boss that they despise, for 8, 9, 10 hours a day. They get home, they're tired, they're hungry, they have to cook dinner, the kids are screaming, they got like 2 hours before they have to go to bed because they have to get up early and do it all over again. That's their life. They're making barely enough to scrape by, and the amount of money that they're going to make is never going to go up, right? And they see something like this game that we're playing, and they go, "Oh, that seems hard. That's too hard." I think, are you crazy? It's so much easier than working a job. It's like 100 times easier. Guys, like, I sit around in my pajamas until noon drinking coffee. And then, like, I message some people. And maybe I make a YouTube video and I send out an email. And that's all I do all day. Like, you're telling me it's easier to go work your job? And people go, yeah, well, I wouldn't be able to do that. Why not? Like, you think, here's another thing. People think like that it's so, you have to be, good looking or charismatic or, some great salesperson or something to like make some videos and let people get to know you and communicate with them. Like, no, you don't. Some of the most successful people I know in this industry are, not at all any of those things. People are like, oh, I'm too fat, I'm too old, I'm too ugly, I'm too bald, I'm too boring. It's like, do you not know that like half the $1 million per month owners or producers in network marketing are like old and fat and ugly and like it's like it has nothing to do with anything. Like all that business is communicating with other human beings. It's just like finding other human beings, saying hello, and asking them if they'd like to watch a video. That's it. And you can make 7 figures doing that. Like, why are you guys pretending that this is something that you can't do? Or that's like complicated or difficult? It's a trick that the mind plays on you, because the reality is that it's so simple that if you admitted to yourself how simple it was, you'd feel like a moron that you're not doing it already. And so the brain wants to tell you that it can't possibly be that simple to try to protect your ego. That's what's happening. When the reality is, it is that simple. Right? Right. I mean, there's also like a lot of people who are just have so much irrational fear, which I don't understand. Like, they won't message anybody on Facebook or something. They won't like start a conversation because they're just afraid that it'll feel icky and the person will say no or something. It's like, these are strangers you've never met. Literally the worst thing that could happen is you ask somebody if they'd like to take a look at your opportunity and they say no thank you. That's the worst thing that could happen. If that's the worst thing that could happen, why are you not messaging 100 people a day at least? People get into these businesses and people like me tell them all you have to do is send out this copy and paste script and your business will explode. And they go, okay, well, I don't know if I want to do that because what if people say no? It's like, so what? Why are you attaching your ego and you're like you're so fragile that you think, oh, if somebody says no, like I just won't be able to handle it. Who cares what anybody says? If I get 1,000 people who say no thank you and one of them who says, yeah, sure, I'll check it out, awesome. I mean, it's nowhere near that, right? I mean, with the script that I use, targeting the right people, at least half of them say, yeah, I'll look at it. Right? I mean, some of you guys are like, you've never gotten a lead in your entire life and you've been doing this for years. Like, what are you doing? Seriously, like, how hard is it to just ask someone, hey, would you want to look at this? This is what I'm doing. I mean, I have a copy and paste message that I give people when they join this, that I send out. That's got a really nice, compelling, like, description of what we're doing that piques their curiosity, and they go, oh, wow. That sounds really interesting, right? How hard is it to just send out a copy and paste message? Half the people say, sure, I'll take a look at it. You send them your link. Like, that's not hard at all. Why? A 4-year-old could do that. And some of you guys are like, well, I don't know how to get any leads. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? I There's an opportunity that I'm a part of, and I can see in my back office all of the members that I brought in and the referrals that they've gotten, and it even shows me the people who just like filled out the form but never actually bought anything. And it's like 70-80% of them haven't even gotten a single person to fill out a form. Like I can see that it's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 down the line. And I'm just like, how is this possible? Well, it's possible because they did nothing. They joined, they paid the money, and then they did nothing. Or maybe they made a post on Facebook and nobody bought it, so they quit. Or they just gave up or whatever. Like, what? How? I just don't get, like, people's minds are just crazy. Like, guys, there are infinite ways. There are infinite ways of contacting other human beings, right? Many of them are free. Some of them you can get thousands and thousands and thousands of human beings instantly if you just pay for them. You ask them if they'd like to see some information about something. Like, what's hard about this? Some people have been doing this for years. They've been doing this for years. Or, they've been doing it. They're not doing anything. They're in opportunities. And they just won't do anything because they're like afraid. They're afraid to talk to people. They're afraid to communicate. They're afraid that somebody will say no, so they just do nothing. Well, guess what? If what you're afraid of is failing, and your solution to that fear is to just purposely fail, that's insanity. Right? The only, especially with this new thing we're doing now, it's so powerful. And it's so simple, and everything is done for you. Except contacting people, and you can have us do that for you too, actually. Like, it's so easy to make a full-time living doing this. It's easier than anything that I've ever seen that's existed in the history of the universe, actually, up until, here's something. I watched this movie the other day. It's a really good movie called In the Heart of the Sea with Chris Hemsworth. And that movie is about, came out in 2015. It's about these guys who were whalers back in the mid-19th century. They were hunting whales to get whale oil. And they're doing this incredibly dangerous and difficult job for, to make money. And I'm sure most of the sailors on these boats or whatever were making very small amounts of money. But that's what they had to do to scrape a living by. And it's so dangerous and it's so hard. And I'm thinking, oh my God, in the last 150 years, 200 years, since then, the world has changed so much, and I can literally be sitting on my butt in my pajamas in the middle of a weekday and talk to some people on Facebook Messenger and make a full-time living. Never in the history of the human race has survival been easier. And some of you guys, you look at this, you see the math, you see the plan, you see how simple it is, and your brain just tells you, well, that can't be right. I can't do that. No. It's not real. I can't do it. I'll just go to work every day, wake up when it's still dark out and haul my ass out of bed and go to work for the rest of my life because I can't do that. What? What? And it's not that it's your fault, guys. I mean, this is just how the human brain is wired. I see that, But I also see that, you can sort of pull your head out of your own ass, so to speak. I mean, I used to have the same sort of attitude. I used to be afraid to message people on Facebook and all this sort of thing. And, over time, I sort of realized how silly this was. The way that you get over these fears is by just doing it. You go, okay, this is stupid that I'm telling myself all this ridiculous nonsense. I'm going to write out a script that works, or I will just give you one because that's what I do. When you join this opportunity, I give you the script. And I'm going to just copy and paste it for a while and see what happens. And then you realize, oh my God, some people said no thank you and I didn't die. It's not the end of the world. And look at that. I got 2 people to join. My income just went up by $220 per month because I sent out some copy-paste messages. I mean, it's just like if you guys understood how easy this was, you'd just be kicking yourself. And you make up all these excuses like, well, I don't have a list. I don't have a YouTube presence, and I don't have a Facebook following, and I'm too fat, and I'm too ugly, it's like none of that makes any difference. If you just contact people, you can do this. And also, like, why don't you get to work building those things? Like, it's not hard to start a YouTube channel and make some videos. It's not hard to add people on Facebook and post some pictures of yourself. And I mean, it's like all this stuff that I teach in my free group, how to do this on Facebook. Everyone can do that. Some people are like, they've been doing this for years and they don't have an email autoresponder and they don't have a website builder. So like they actually have no way to market. Like when they send people to a link, they have no way to capture their information. They can't follow up with them. They've been doing this for like 8 years. And I go, well, why don't you have those things? Those are necessary things. They go, oh, it's just, I don't know. I just never felt like I could figure it out. Like, what? Go watch a video about how to set it up. It'll take you 5 minutes. I mean, like the way that our brains sabotage us in this industry is just absurd. Right? People who've been trying to build a home business and they've never set up an autoresponder so they can send out emails to their list. I just like, why not? Go get it. Go do it. Just make it happen. This is about having the mindset of like you either have a negative victim mindset or you have a positive productive mindset. And if you're in the negative victim mindset, all your brain is doing is coming up with excuses for why things can't happen and why you can't do anything. And they're all nonsense because you can do everything. And if you just flip it and you go, okay, well, this is what I want to happen, so I'm going to just go make that happen. I'm going to just go do it. All right, what's the first thing I have to do? Okay, well, I have to set up a page so I can send people to it. Okay, I'm going to go do that. Right? Whereas some people go, oh, I have to set up a page. Oh my God, that sounds so hard. Oh, my favorite TV show is on. I'll just watch that. Right? And that's where they're stuck for years and years and years. They're in that mindset and they just never get anything done. Like, why? Just go do it. Just go figure out how to do it. This stuff isn't hard. I mean, with all this sort of thing, when you join our team, we have all the training videos showing you how to set everything up. And it's all step by step, click by click. Half of it will do it for you. I mean, guys, on our team, we'll build your funnel for you. We will send traffic to your funnel for you. Alan will write all of your email follow-ups or write you a custom email to go out every single day for you. He'll send it for you, all on your behalf. Looks like it's coming from you. Like, what do you have to do? All you have to do, basically, is answer questions from people who are interested. They'll reply and they'll ask you a question, and you just answer them. How hard is that? I mean, like, how can you be making excuses for not playing this game with us? Why are you believing this bizarre idea in your head that this is hard, that you can't do it? You don't have to believe that. Everyone's brain does this. Even mine does this. Even mine, as if I'm some like God. I'm sorry, that came out very pompous, but like, yeah, everybody's brain does this, right? Everyone's brain tries to tell them that things will be hard and that they shouldn't try because it'll be hard. You don't have to believe that because it's not true. So, like, this business that we're working now is the perfect business. In 10 years of me doing this, I've never seen anything simpler or more powerful or easier for the average person to make money. And the support and the resources and the level of done-for-you services that our team offers, like, we've just removed any legitimate barriers from anyone being able to do this and make a full-time living. And there are still people who are going to look at it and go, yeah, I can't do that. Like, what? Guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about with this offer, there'll be a link below, or you can just go to williamjamesmarketing.com and check it out. I lay out the math there of how it's possible to turn just 4 customers into $184,000 per month. And that's possible. Will it happen exactly that way? Probably not. But what if you only did 5 or 10% of that. You'd still be making thousands of dollars a month passive recurring income. I mean, guys, this is so stupid simple. Like, the only reason that your life is hard and that you're struggling financially and you don't have the things you want is because you're getting in your own way and telling yourself a bunch of completely absurd nonsense. Okay? If you have anything else out there that's as easy and simple as this, please send it to me because I haven't seen it in 10 years. But most of you don't. Most of you have something you're promoting, but it's not working very well. And, I don't think anyone out there really has, if they take the time to go through the information about what we're doing, I don't think anyone would actually argue, no, I don't think this is the best thing out there. I think there's something better, and this is what it is. I don't think that anyone thinks that, because there isn't. I think what people think is they go, oh, well, that's cool. That looks great, but I can't do that. Yes, you can. Like, don't be so crazy. All right? This is a game we're playing, guys. It's easy. It's fun. It's light. You come in, you send out some copy and paste messages. If you want, you can just buy clicks and have everything done for you, and this will work. Okay. The only reason it's not working is because you're telling yourself you can't do it. So stop that. Go click the link below or go to williamjamesmarketing.com. Check out what we're doing. Get your heads out of your own asses, guys. Let's go. Let's play this game. Let's change our lives. All right, guys. If you have a question, shoot me a message on Facebook. If you found this video offensive, I don't really care, actually. So you can go away if you don't like me anymore. All right. Talk soon, guys. Bye-bye.